Everything about accounting and business on Money FM with Shadrach Musambo.
And of course, you are listening live to Accounting and Business. This is Money FM Radio 93.7. Our hotlines are already open, of course, on 077 Now, we're looking at 5 steps to move from financial stress to financial stability. On the other side, I'm joined by Mr. Lusambo, who happens to be an investment and financial expert. Mr. Lusambo, you are welcome. How are you?
I'm fantastic, Stephanie. It's good to be here. How are you? How is the day going? It's been a long weekend. What have you been up to? What have you been doing? I would like to know, Stephanie. I would like to know what you've been doing.
Well, other than going to the agriculture show, of course, on a Saturday, very nice. It was a beautiful time. Obviously, I was here, of course, in the studio. It was a beautiful time at the agriculture show. I watched how much people played. There was like a certain game that involved some kind of gambling where you had to throw a circle to score the amount of money you want. That game did not go well. I've also seen it circulating the internet. People were upset about it. They saw witchcraft, but hey, here we are.
That game is a fraud. That game is not real. It's difficult to win money from that game. It's very, very difficult to win money from. It's tricky. It's difficult. And I went to the show myself. I was recording. I've spent the entire weekend recording and recording and recording.
At
It's been a busy
least.
weekend, and I'm happy to be here. It's good to see you.
Mm.
I'm seeing you like this for the first time on live, where you come, natural. It's good for people to see your forehead, Stefan. Don't you think so? I've not seen you come live natural, Stefan. This is the first time I'm seeing you coming live natural, and it's fantastic to see you.
I know. It's a kind of
All right.
loading. I hope we don't have network issues. All right.
All right, fantastic. For me, I can hear you very clearly, very loud and clear, and I have no problems hearing what you're saying or seeing you. Everything is fantastic. I think you guys should upgrade your system, Stephanie. Okay, there's always something breaking up and loading. Get to the fastest network, Stephanie. Come on. Hmm?
We might want to discuss that one a little bit later before we mention names and say how much they're challenging us.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Yeah. So we get into the business for the day, Stephanie. We are looking at 5 steps. 5 steps and 5 steps only of moving from financial stress to financial stability. And the reason why this is a very pertinent and important topic is partly because we are all affected in one way or the other. So we want to encourage our viewers, please share this video. All right. Please share the video with those who care about and invite them to come and join us. And I'm sure Stefan soon is going to give us, areas of how we can, the number we can use to come and give our contribution. So our question for today is, what has been stopping you from moving from an average to, fortune or to greatness? What has been the challenge for you from moving from financial stress to financial stability? So that's the question we're answering. So in the first few minutes, we'll discuss 5 steps, and then we're going to open the phone lines for us to be able to discuss and air our points of view. So on our table this particular morning, we have 5 steps. And I want to begin by, simply saying the first step to moving from financial stress to financial stability is simply being serious. So step number one, somebody give me in the comments, say get serious. Okay. That's the comment I want to see, say get serious. And the reason why I say this is step number one, Stephanie, from somebody who wants to move from financial stress to financial stability, is getting serious. A lot of people want to be safe financially. They want to be comfortable. They want to be happy. They want to avoid distress. But the truth is, they are not serious. They have these emotions. When they come live, they listen to people like you and me talk about finances, they are moved, but they are never serious. Being serious means you have to design the life that you want financially, design the life that you want socially and professionally. What that means, it means look at your surroundings, look at the clientele that you have, look at your networks, and ask yourself, really from my contacts in my phone book, who can I call if I need 10,000 kwacha today? If there's nobody you can call, that means you have to widen your base socially. Interact with different people more. Start making new friends, people who can push you to the next level. Not that the old friends are bad, all right? But you need a network of people who are able to make things happen. That's very important. So design the life that you want financially, socially, and professionally. You may be having a diploma, but you want a better salary. Can you design that salary for yourself? Upgrade your credentials. So you have to be serious about moving from financial stress to financial stability. Because if you are still having that diploma, that certificate, and you're not upgrading, there's no way anybody's going to pay you 50,000. There's no way on earth that's going to happen. So you have to be serious about what you want. All right. Now, another thing I would like you to be serious about if you want to move from financial stress to stability is personal development. And this cannot be overly emphasized. Envision the person you want to become 5 years from now. Because one thing I can tell you that 5 years from now, you will arrive somewhere. The question is, where will you arrive? 5 years from now, you're going to be somebody. The question is, what kind of somebody are you going to be? The somebody always asking for help, or the somebody providing for his family happily without stress? 5 years from now, you're going to arrive. You become somebody. What are you going to be? An educated somebody or a stagnant somebody? So the thing about getting serious is real. When we say if you want to move from stress to stability, you've got to be serious, people. We are not going to sugarcoat you, all right? We will not do that because there's no one who is going to make you successful apart from yourself. And that is step number one. Get serious with your life. Set goals that are meaningful and implement them. Set clear goals and aspirations for your future self, because I can assure you 5 years from now, you will arrive somewhere. The question is where? You be somebody. The question is, what kind of somebody will you be? A stressed somebody or a financially stable somebody? It's all up to you. That's step number one. Get serious. Being serious really means recognizing where you are today and say, this is my life today, but it could be better. I'm going to do everything I can to improve. That's being serious. Waking up every morning when everything else says stay in bed. That's being serious. Going to bed late at night because you know you have a deadline you're working with. You know you have a date with the future. That's serious. That's step number one. People give me a comment. Somebody say in the comment, get serious. Step number two is getting smart, people. Somebody give me a comment, say get smart. Now, when we say get smart, we don't mean go and get a PhD. No. We are simply saying embrace a lifelong learning mindset. There's no way you're going to be financially stable if you don't learn. If you're a rigid morgant, there's no way it's going to happen. So if you're going to be financially stable, you have to make a deliberate decision to commit to continuous education and self-improvement. People, even the Bible says it. A man who increases in knowledge is a powerful one. There's no way your life will change if you still know the same things you know today in the next 10 years, next 5 years. There's no way. You have to learn new ways of doing things, but also learn how not to do things. Get smart. You cannot be smart if you don't learn. If you hear there's a function that is happening about entrepreneurs, about growing your business, about strategizing, about this and that, can you spare some coins, pay for that function, and learn? We are always learning. So you have to recognize the importance of knowledge and wisdom in making informed decisions. Proverbs 15:22 says, where there is consultation and many advisors, plans succeed. But without these, plans fail. So it's very important. If you are going to be somewhere in the next 5 years, the next 6 months, the next 12 months, you have to recognize the need for learning because knowledge and wisdom are extremely important for your progress. So you have to stay curious. Seek out new information and expand your horizons. Do not become wise in your own understanding. Learn from other people. Learn from those that came before you. All right? It's very important. You will not progress if you are not learning anything new. So learn. So the question is, what have you learned that is going to benefit you tomorrow? Because learning gives you an advantage. Learning is a strategy that gives you a competitive advantage in the changing environment. So when you are learning things, what things are you learning? Some people are learning things that don't benefit them. So always ask yourself, from the things I've learned in the last 6 months, which one is benefiting me financially? Focus on the things that will bring positive change in your life and learn those things. Don't be embarrassed to ask questions. Attend functions. Learn from other people. Stop faking it. If you don't know, learn it. Go to YouTube. YouTube is a beautiful resource. People, you don't need a lot of money to learn things. Buy a 5 kwacha bundle, go to YouTube and type anything, it's going to pop up and start from there. Once you get, ideas that you can begin to pay people when you have the money. If you don't have the money, you can still learn something from YouTube. Get smart people. There's nothing more miserable than being stupid. There's nothing more sad, more unfair to yourself than just being stupid, refusing to learn. You stay the same for the next 12 months, the same. That's step number 2. Please share this video, people. Please share and tag somebody. Give me a comment. If we are speaking to you, if Stephen and I are speaking to you right now, please give us a comment. Say, get smart. Okay? I am going to get smart this year. Put that comment. We want to see those comments. Step number 3. All right? Step number 3 is about, building resilience. Now, Stefan, this is where most people fail to progress when it comes to resilience. What is resilience? Resilience means coming back stronger. That's resilience. Now, you cannot be, successful. You won't move from financial stress to stability if you don't build resilience. Do you know why? Resilience is what differentiates the average from the great. There's a limit to what talent can do for you. There's a limit to what money can do for you. There's a limit to what people you know can do for you. What will make the biggest difference in your journey to greatness is resilience. Resilience means the discipline to embrace failure and bounce back stronger. When you fail, how do you react? Because one day you will fail. Human beings fail at things. So the moment you're going to fail at something, will you be humble enough to take action, to accept your role in that failure and bounce back strong? It's a Bible principle, people. Go to Proverbs 16:24. It tells you that the strength of the righteous one does not lie in how long they have been standing, but in how many times they bounce back every time they fall. So the Bible guarantees that so long we are alive, we will fall. And it says in the book of Romans that we have all fallen short of the glory of God because we have sinned at one point. The difference is, do you stay down when you fall? Or do you see areas of improvement and bounce back stronger? That's going to be very important for. So for now, you've made terrible financial decisions. You are in debt, you are stressed, you are depressed, you are sad, there are losses everywhere. The question is, have you taken time to reassess and re-strategize and see areas of improvement so that you can bounce back stronger? How do you bounce back stronger? You have to take purposeful actions that are going to lead to positive outcomes. Stop living a lie. You have to make consistent efforts. You have to pave way for success. Success will not come in your life if you don't pave way for it. There's no way it's going to force you. You have to make room for success to come and sit in your home. How do you do that? Take action. Implement your acquired knowledge. All right? Design routines that are going to bring about positive change in your life. Develop habits that support progress. See the unseen. Live the moment. You will not succeed if you are the type of person that looks down upon yourself. That's the worst form of unfairness. You have to build self confidence. You have to build a good measure of self esteem to understand that, yes, I've failed, but I'm not stupid. Yes, I've failed, but I'm not done. I'm going to bounce back stronger. I have failed. I'm not the first one. Many people have failed, but what can I do to do it better next time? Because now I'm stressed financially. I'm in debt. It's sad. I owe people I'm unable to pay. That's sad. But what can I do to bounce back strong and be able to clear all this debt? Who can I talk to? Who can I see? Who can I be friends with? So that next time I bounce back stronger. That's the mindset you want if you're going to live the life of stress to the life of stability. Cultivate resilience. Face challenges head on. Learn from your setbacks. Look at failure as a free consultation to help you become a better person. When you fail, you can feel bad. It's okay. Cry if you must. Yes. Feel sad if you have to. Yes, no problem. But don't stay down. You have to get the blessing of the lesson in that failure and bounce back stronger. Some people, when they fail, they stay down. So it's not about talent. It's not about money. It's not about capital. It's about the zeal to always want to do better than your previous self, than your yesterday self. Will you bounce back stronger? Will you take your failure as free consultation? Yes, you made a terrible change financially. Yes, you squandered the money. Maybe you chewed the money and said, maybe you drank your way to the bank. But the question is, what will you do to bounce back stronger and stay on the right course for those who are going to succeed? Somebody give me a comment and say, I will bounce back stronger. Look at yourself as a normal human being. People who have an inflated view of themselves fail to accept failure. When they fail, they are overly disappointed. That's how you know they have a bad attitude towards themselves and other people. Because human beings fail at things. We make terrible decisions. That is why God is a positive God. He's always hoping that one day we are going to change and get back to Him. So be positive. Imitate God and look at yourself as a work in progress. I made some terrible decisions, yes, but I'm willing to improve. I'm willing to improve and do everything I can to make my wife, my husband, myself, my family happy because I know I can do better than who I am today. That is building resilience, people. Resilience means things are not going to be easy, Stephanie. There will be times where you look back and wish you never did what you did and feel bad and cry about it. But the thing is, will you bounce back stronger and move on? Do not let your failures define you financially. Yes, you may be living in a small house for now, it's okay. But the question is, will you be in that same house 5 years from now? Will you be in that same house 5 years from now? That's the question we are asking you. Step number 4 I want to talk about is to celebrate your progress. You know, there's something special about the emotional signature of gratitude. I've experienced this in my life, Stefan, and this is not theory. This is real. Every time I appreciate myself for doing something meaningful, I find myself doing a lot of meaningful things because I feel good about something good. For example, every morning when I wake up, Stefan, the first thing I do when I step out of my bed, I go to exercise. And just the discipline I've developed to simply tell my body, you have to exercise, you must do this. And just to control myself and exercise every single morning, that gives me a sense of fulfillment. I feel so good that I can control my body. There are times I want to be in bed the whole time because I feel home, I feel fantastic. But I say, you know what, I'm going to wake up and exercise. I celebrate that achievement. I used to do a lot of water on bathing for the longest time. And I said, okay, fine, I'm going to give myself a week to simply try cold water. So I was taking cold showers and I was celebrating those moments. So I've taken a cold shower. Oh, this is progress. Before I knew it, I was doing a lot of more positive things. So celebrate your small successes. The journey to greatness is not about doing a big thing at once. No, it's progressive, it's gradual. Find joy in your commitment to greatness, people. Acknowledge and celebrate every milestone you achieve because that's going to keep you fired up. Even when you fail, you make some good progress, some good decision. Be happy about it. Thank yourself. Have a diary and write things down every single day. Say, I did this and I'm happy about it. Celebrate your small successes. Being in a mindset of, gratitude helps you to see more things you can be grateful for. it fires you up to do a lot of meaningful things. So embrace the
Mm,
happiness that comes from realizing your potential for growth and personal transformation. You only lose when you give up. You only lose when you refuse to learn. You only lose when you refuse to learn from your setback. As long
mm,
as you give yourself a chance to be happy about that small progress, it's going to fire you up subconsciously to do more meaningful things.
mm,
So, delight in the courage to embrace change. When change comes, do you become the victim of change or do you become the person that benefits from change? And I've always said this, we had COVID-19 in 2019 and 2020. A lot of people were sad. I got COVID myself. I got sick. One of my students died of COVID while I was also still down with COVID. But it was during that time that I made so much money that I've ever made in my entire life. I embraced change and I did the things that made me so much money during the time of COVID and any other period in my life combined. Why? Because I embraced the change. Sometimes change could be nice. So delight in the courage to embrace the change because you want to move from financial stress to stability. You have to change the way you've been doing things. Make the decisions to embark on this journey of improvement today. Let me tell you something. You
mm,
can decide to change your life right now. Right now, somebody will decide to change their life forever in the wrong direction. They are going to go to a bar. They will buy a prostitute. They will sleep with a prostitute. They won't protect themselves and they'll get sick and their life will change forever today. So you can see that one decision has got potential to change your life forever. So today, if you want to move from the life of financial stress to that of stability, you can make one decision today. And that one decision has the potential to change the entire course of your financial life. Just
mm,
like somebody today will make the decision to go to a bar, buy a prostitute, sleep with a prostitute without protecting themselves, and that single decision will change their entire life forever. So you can see the power of one important decision. The only difference is, will you make that decision in the right direction? Or will you make it in the wrong direction? Will you change
mm,
your life forever in the right direction? Or will you change it in the wrong direction? Like that guy who's going to go to a bar tonight and buy a prostitute is making a decision that will change his life forever in the wrong direction if he's not careful. So, are you willing today to sit yourself down and say, enough is enough? I'm tired of mediocrity, and now it's time for me to do what I'm supposed to do. Because God did not create us to become slaves of other people. No. We have been given these gifts for a reason, skills for a reason, the brain for a reason. What is that one thing that has been holding you that you know if you did it right now, a lot of things can change in your life? There's always one stupid thing somebody's doing every day, Stephanie, that keeps them broke, that keeps them sad, that makes them fail to progress. And each and every one of us know that one simple stupid thing that we do, that if we stopped today our lives will change. There's that one thing. The question is, will you find it? Will you be honest enough and sit yourself down and say, I'm quitting this today. And today I'm going to make this decision to move forward. I'm tired of mediocrity. I'm tired of always asking for help. I'm tired of always being the one behind on rentals. This time around, I want to do something fantastic for myself. I want to show up for my dreams. I want to show up for my wife. I want to show up for my kids. I want to show up for my parents. I want to show up for my future self and do something meaningful with my life. Today, that decision can be made. You can do that today. Like that guy who's going to go to a bar today and buy a prostitute today and sleep with a prostitute today without protecting himself and get sick today, and his life changes forever today. You can do the same in the right direction today. The question is, are you willing to do that? That's
mm,
the question. So that's step number 4, people, to a life of financial stability. Celebrate your progress. Every time you do something meaningful, be happy about it. Feel the rhythm, feel the joy of doing something meaningful. And finally, step number 5, strike a balance. Somebody say, I'm going to strike a balance in the comments. Say life balance. Life balance is key to financial stability. More often than not, because we have problems, Stephanie, we focus so much on making the money. So much on the money, the money, the money. In the end, we miss out on little things that are of great value in our lives. So, as you are progressing financially, as you are building a life of financial stability, please do not neglect people that mean well to you. Learn and adopt a lifestyle that promotes holistic happiness and well-being. You don't want to be a rich, sad person, a rich, sad man, a rich, sad woman. No. You want to be a successful, happy person. All right? Like I've always said, some people say money can't buy happiness. And I said, the purpose of money is not to buy happiness. No. The purpose of money is to take away things that make you sad so that you can be happy. If you don't pay rentals on time, you are sad. If you can't take yourself to a nice hospital when you're sick, you are sad. If you can't eat what you want when you want to eat, you are sad. If you can't buy that shoe that you like to wear, you are sad. If you can't have the basic thing that you should have, you are sad. And that's the purpose of money, to take out all those things that make you sad so that you can be happy. So the question is, after all those things that make you sad are taken away, what will make you happy? You have to remember that you need people in your life. You need family. You need time with the loved ones. It helps you to find meaning. Once you find meaning, it becomes easier to make the money. So you have to prioritize spending quiet time with loved ones, nurture relationships, and enrich your life. Money alone will not give you fulfillment. It will take out those things that make you sad financially, but it will not give you the fulfillment in your heart. There will always be that big hole. You always feel empty because there's nobody to enjoy the money with you. Everybody thinks you're toxic. So it's very important that you practice presence in the lives of others. Show up not just for yourself, but also for others. Being there for those who care about creates meaningful connections. It's going to make them appreciate you more. It's going to make them want to spend more time with you. So cultivate and maintain good friendships and uplift and support that are going to uplift and support you in your journey. Without meaningful friendships, it's going to be twice as hard for you to grow. Some people say you have to know somebody. No, it's not about who you know. That matters. It's about who knows you. Because if you know me and I don't know, I'm not going to show up for you. I don't know you. You know me, I don't know you. So who knows you? Who knows you? Because somebody who knows you can show up for you. So it's not about who you know. It's about who knows you. Because if you know me, I don't know, it means nothing. If I know you, you don't know me, it means nothing to you because you don't know me. But I know you. I say, that's Stefan there, but you don't know me. It means nothing. So it's not about who you know. It's about who knows you. So much so that when that time comes, they will be able to show up for you. You have to start now to cultivate and maintain good friendships that uplift and support you on your journey. You have to keep on regularly reflecting on your life's direction and decisions. Look at your accomplishments. Look at your aspirations. Look at self-awareness that's going to foster growth and fulfillment. What really makes sense to you? What really are you chasing when you wake up in the morning to go and do that job, to go and work, to go and spend the whole day at that job you hate so much? Why do you do it? Who do you do it for? Life should not just revolve around you and your feelings and what you want. If you are going to grow financially, you have to recognize the value that others bring to the table in your life, people, in your life. So will you be the change that you desire? One thing I want to tell you that 5 years from now, 12 months from now, 6 months from now, 5 months from now, we are going to be in the new year. You arrive in the next year. The question is, who will you be? Who are you going to be? It's 8 months. We're in August today. Soon will be in 2024. You arrive there. Who will you be in that year? So remember the 5 steps. Step number 1, we said you have to get serious. Step number 2, we said you have to get smart. Keep learning. Step number 3, we said you have to build resilience. People, give me those comments. Step number 4, we said you have to celebrate your progress. Step number 5, we said you have to strike balance, life balance. These 5 steps will help you to find not just financial stability, but also fulfillment and meaning. So, as I conclude with this conversation, I want to tell you this, people, and I want to thank all of you who are here. It shows you embrace the value of knowledge. The path from average to fortune, from financial stress to financial stability, is a dynamic and transformative one. So, if you follow these 5 steps we have outlined in this presentation, you are laying a strong foundation for achieving your aspirations and also for realizing your ultimate potential. You have to remember one thing, though, people. Each step we have outlined is a part of your journey towards a life of purpose, abundance, and fulfillment. So I wish you well and I wish you success. And I hope that these 5 steps we've talked about are going to help you see areas of improvement. You only fail, you only lose, you only fail to succeed when you give up. That's the only time you fail. No matter how many decisions you made that were terrible, today you can change your life. And this is where we say, let's open the phone lines. What has been your experience? What has been making it difficult for you to progress? What question do you have for me and Stefan so that we can respond to and help you to embark on the journey to a life of financial stability? And this is where we open our phone lines. And over to you, Stephanie. I'm so happy to be here. And I'm looking forward to the phone calls and the comments and the questions from our viewers. Please share this video to those who care about. Please show us your love and your support. Share the video, and we'll be happy to know if this message meant anything to you. Please share the video, and thank you so much those who are commenting. Please comment, like, react, and share the video with those who care about. Over to you, Stephanie, and thank you so much for staying with us up to this time.
This is Accounting and Business. It's Money FM Radio 93.7, your personal business radio station. Now, today on Accounting and Business, so we've been looking at the 5 steps to move from financial stress to financial stability. At this point, we are going to be picking some calls as well as reading 1616290. That, of course, is 077-1616290. What financial stress do you have that's stopping you from being financially stable? And of course, you could also tell us your comments on these steps that you've learned today. The number is 077-1616290. We do have a comment, Mr. Lusambo from Wix Mulua Jr., who says, how do we protect ourselves from a growing number of fake financial advice all over social media?
That's a very good question, and that's a fantastic question. There are lots of people talking about finances on social media because, on Facebook, there are lots of Facebook experts. Anybody can wake up any day and become an expert. They are not certified, not qualified. They watch their video somewhere, then they become an advisor in their own right. Now, here's the issue. Yeah. We did a session last time which said how questions to ask your financial advisor. All right. There are 10 questions. The 8 questions we gave. Please go to our Facebook page, the Shadrick Chartered Accountant. Search for a video titled "Questions to Ask Your Financial Advisor." That's a very important question because if you go and seek advice from an incompetent advisor, you lose the money. A financial advisor is like a preacher. The Bible says those who handle the word of God are going to be answerable for the way they dispense that word. So financial advisors should be answerable somehow, somewhere. But if you go to a Facebook expert who's not licensed, who's not qualified, they will not be answerable to anybody for the advice they will give you. So it's important before you go to a financial advisor, do your due diligence. What credentials do they have? What are their qualifications? What professional board are they registered with? So that in case they messed up, can you report them somewhere for professional negligence? It's very important. So you have to protect yourself from unnecessary financial advice because some of the people give advice. For example, though we have been talking here, all right? Somebody can be watching our video and then goes to their Facebook page, begins to say the same things. But maybe there are some other information that they don't know about, the whole idea. You apply it to make losses. You won't take them anywhere. because they're not licensed, they are not qualified, they are their own expert in their own right. So you must make sure you are dealing with somebody who's certified, licensed, and qualified. It's very important. So that in case they mislead you, there should be a way of you being compensated for their negligent actions. So just don't just take anything that you see on social media. Please do your due diligence on people who give you financial advice. It's very important. I think that's a good comment. That's a good question. That was a very good question. All right. Okay, great. So we can see if we have any more questions. In Paso from Botswana, it's good to see you. Okay, we have a question here which says, where can I buy shares and stocks in Zambia? Please. Okay, so there's a website called Lusaka Stock Exchange Market in Zambia. So what you can do if you want to buy shares, go to Play Store or Android Store, go and type for the app, My Luce. There's an app called My Luce. That's the starting point for starters. It's easy, it's self-explanatory. It's gonna let you know where to put your numbers, how to put your names. You're going to register yourself, and before you don't be buying shares. But before you do that, please seek advice so that you can be helped on which company to buy shares from, and how can you tell if a company is a good one for you to invest your money into. All right. So there's an app called My Luce. I think it's best for beginners, those who want to buy, of course, their own their shares. I think that's fantastic. That's a very good question. So please, you can do that. But before you spend the money, um, make sure you seek you seek for advice. Okay, fantastic. So there are a good number of comments,
Zero
and wish
seven
we could read
seven
all of them.
16 290.
Okay, so there's a question from Patrick. What does it say, Stephanie?
How do we grow and double our income to avoid financial stress?
Okay, so there are three ways I like to say, all right, of how people can multiply their income. Number one, I say, income for you to double income, you have to to do something more. You can't double income if you're doing the same thing you've always done. You have to do something different. If you have a job, can you have a side hustle? If you can't have a side hustle, that means you have to reduce on your spending. So it's either you make more money, or you spend less money, or you do both. There are only three ways for you to multiply your income. Either you spend less than your current spending, or you find something else to give you extra cash, or you do both. Find something and spend less. That can help you save some more money to start a better business. So those are some of the few ways we can say. So what's the number to call, Stephanie, for those joining us on radio? We have our faithful callers, and I think it's only nice that we give them a chance to give us calls. What's the number to call? What's the number to call? You can call. What's the number to call, Stephanie?
077 16 16 290. Now we're going to be picking 2 or 3 calls, so you might want to call now on 077 16 290 if it's a question or a contribution. And just before we get to wrap up, make sure you don't, because I do know that the people that call after the show is done. So just make sure you call right about now so that your question is answered right this very time.
All right, fantastic, fantastic. Fantastic. So you can give us a call now, 077 and ask your question. Take this as a free consultation to your questions. We'll be more than happy to help you and be able to respond and be able to assist to your needs. So please react to this video, people. React and share with those who care about. We need those likes and those comments. So let's see if there's any comment coming through. Okay, David says, thank you. Okay, good. Fantastic. So you may type your comment, or you may give us a call. We'll be more than happy to discuss with you. So thank you so much for those who are sharing and those who are commenting and participating through various social media platforms. It's always an honor to be here with you. So
We
remember
do
the
have
5
a
steps
call,
we've
yes,
talked about. Okay,
and
fantastic. Let's go.
this one must be Oscar. Mr. Oscar. Yes.
I just want to say thank you to Mr. Sambo. The steps are really helpful and good 5 steps because the last intermediate to two, which is number one, number two, and number four. It always feels nice, yes, when you achieve something. So celebrating what you have achieved mostly gives confidence to do the next thing. That one I can really relate to that. Every time I do something, which when you achieve your goal, the target, it gives you the confidence again to go for the second one. The second step, which is number two, resilience. I think I'm a victim of that. Most of the time we plan to do things, stuff, find yourself with the ability to get, if it's money, for example, you get the money, the plans again change because the money is there again. So I find myself trying to have with me every time I put up something, want to do something, when the time comes, it's nice, probably like
Procrastination, yeah.
yes, and now I have put myself to try. I'm feeling to be disciplined on what I want to do, all of challenges. But you might just plan for anything, you plan for something, when the time comes to do something, that tend to other things.
Thank you. Yeah.
Step one. I don't know if that's not being serious or just heading to what you want. And I don't know how to go about just focusing on what you want in the midst of other challenges.
Thank you. 07716162990. We will be picking 2 or 3 calls as we get to wrap it up. So you might want to call right away on 07716162990.
Fantastic. So I did not get the last part of the question, but he talks about procrastination, how you can avoid that. And I think, usually most of us will procrastinate because there's something about the human brain, Stefan. I did the research for some time. And something I noticed, the way the human brain has been designed, it has been designed to make us survive. And the reason why we procrastinate at things is
Could we
because
pick a call before? Just
okay.
hold on to that thought. Could we pick a
Yes.
call? Mr. Walia.
Good morning, Madam Stephanie.
Good morning.
Good morning also our expert to the other side.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Bode.
Thank you. My contribution is that,
Yes, we are able to get you.
I just want to ask you, how can I encourage people who go to stage? For example, just when there are people who have come to cheat on a farm, so a lot of people are stressed and they don't even think of starting a business. The advice from Mr. Nkambo as a financial expert. Thank you.
Right.
Okay.
Fantastic. I struggled to get the question, but I talked about how do you advise people who are getting swindled from the schemes? I think
That
that
have
was
been
the thought.
scammed. Yes, we do have another call.
Okay.
Hello.
Please go ahead.
Hello, good morning.
Victor, good morning.
I want to thank you for Mr. Sambo. We are in. And people failing. When we were talking about one of the points, is it resilience on number 2? Yes, you have to pick yourself up when you fall down. Also give examples from the Bible. Now, at what point can you tell that this is not for me, like this is not working, this failings or failures are a sign that this business is not for me? I don't know if you get the question.
I do get the question. Thank you very much. 07716162990 happens to be the number. So we also do have a question, and this one says, what kind of business can I do at Maziopa? Truly, I try to say, what kind of business can I do, please?
All right, fantastic. So we have Mr. Wadia, Mr. Victor. And the first question was about how do you help those who are getting scammed. The other one was about how do you know this business is not for me? At what point do you give up? And the other one was how do you avoid procrastination? So let's start with the first one, procrastination. I think as I was saying, the reason why we procrastinate is because we feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna give a an example. Those who are dating, boyfriend and girlfriend. Imagine the girlfriend calls the boyfriend and says, "My mother's not around, my parents are not around, come home." Do you think the boyfriend will procrastinate?
Mm.
Do you think so, Stephanie? It's gonna procrastinate.
No, no.
Why? Why won't you procrastinate? Why? What do you
Because of the
think could be the reason?
excitement, obviously. The
Very good.
excitement, and of course, yeah.
The feeling of enjoyment becomes stronger than the feelings of fear. Have you seen? You may not even know someone's status, but the fact that they invite you, the feelings of enjoyment becomes more stronger than the fear of getting sick. So what do? Somebody quickly rushes there.
Mm.
They don't procrastinate. So what makes us procrastinate is because the feelings of enjoyment is less than the feelings of fear and failure. So in the end, we end up procrastinating because maybe we don't think we're good enough. We don't think we'll make it. We don't think it's okay. So the moment we begin to feel uncomfortable about something, the human brain has been designed to make us survive, to protect us from harm. This is why every time you
Mm.
doubt, even an inch of doubt, your own brain will act as a deterrent to your progress. It will begin to send signals to subconscious mind, say, why is he feeling uncomfortable? Why is she feeling uncomfortable? No, this is not good for him. So it gives you a million reasons why you should not do it and simply postpone the next day because you don't feel comfortable about that thing. So in the end, you procrastinate. But when you build into enthusiasm, okay, you begin to feel that thing at every level of your being. You're going to see you do it quick without hesitation. Like that guy who's been invited, say, "My parents are not around. Or come to my place. Come and sleep over." They won't hesitate because they are looking forward to enjoyment, and their brain will not stop them because the brain naturally wants does not the human brain does not like to do things that make us feel uncomfortable or unsafe or insecure or difficult. The brain has not been designed to think in the other way. It has been designed to think in the linear way. So anything that makes us feel uncomfortable, it gives us a million reasons why we should not do it. This is why we say if you can change your mindset, train yourself to become more disciplined. When you plan to do something, stick with a plan. That is discipline. So building discipline can help you to stop, postponing things when you plan to do them. It's a brain thing. So the moment you begin to tell yourself, no, this is good, this is going to benefit me, see how that will benefit you. So seeing the unseen helps the brain to look forward to that thing and to help it's going to help you take action. I hope we have answered that one. And the next one was about those who are getting scammed. And we have always said on this platform, Stefan, time and again, that you know what? Most people get scammed are greedy people. One of the ingredients scammers do, they look for two kinds of things in people. Number one, people
Mm.
are greedy. People want to reap more than they want to reap while they did not sow meaningful seeds. You give somebody 20,000, they say we'll give you 1.5 million, and then you take you. That's greedy. How on earth will somebody give you over 1,000% interest? Who are you for them to work so hard to make you a millionaire? Why can't they do it for their parents or themselves? Greediness. The other issue is desperation. So if you can avoid being greedy and being desperate, you are going to reduce the chance of being swindled and scammed. These are the two ingredients, and they are not mutually exclusive in people who are getting scammed every day. People are greedy, people are desperate, because these are the ones who want his way out. So to avoid being scammed, for example, you can ask questions like, when was this company registered? Just because the company was registered does not mean it's legitimate. Check out their financial statements. Ask them, how are you going to multiply my money? What other businesses do you have that make money? All right. Who is your auditor? Because if you are promising to give us so much money, let me look at your financial statements have been audited. Most of these companies have not been audited. They seem to say, come and save Zambia, save something, come and do whatever. People are sending money because of being greedy, not wanting to work. So we did a video again about how to avoid the Ponzi schemes. Please go to my Facebook page, Shadrick Chartered Accountant. Search for a video called How to Avoid Ponzi Schemes. You're going to see we explained in details how to avoid being scammed and what to look for to assess a company or a scheme. And just so you know, people, any scheme that talks about giving you money and depends upon you recruiting more members is a scam. Avoid such kind of schemes. And finally, he said, point number three, at what point do you give up? You know, wisdom is knowing when to get involved. You can't keep doing the same thing that is not working. When something is not working, feel free to look the other way. The question is, at what point do you give up? When you do everything necessary, everything possible to create a positive outcome and it's not happening, maybe there's something wrong with the model you're using. Be willing to look the other way. No, we're not saying you have to give up. We are saying you have to change the plan. You lose when you give up. Like God, when God created Adam and Eve, when they sinned, they disrupted his initial plan. What did he do? Did he give up on them? No. He changed the plan to achieve the same outcome, the same purpose. He sent his son to come and die for all of us. So when this business you're doing is not working, feel free to look the other way, because what you're looking for is happiness and stability. All right? This time around, learn from what made it not to work, so that next time, your next venture, you avoid it. So seek advice. That's the best thing I can say, because each situation is different. So seek advice. Sometimes you make losses because you've not done your proper research. You don't have proper advice and proper help. And too bad, we're running out of time. I wish we could go on and on, but
Exactly.
I want to say
We do
thank
have a
you.
text
Thank you so much.
message as well. And
Yes.
this text message says, this one is saying, I think that's a satisfying answer to my question. Thank you. That is Oscar.
Thank you very much, Oscar. It's good to have you here. Very grateful.
Definitely. On that note, Mr. Lusambo, it's been a very good show. Until next week again, it's bye for now.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, our viewers. Thank you for your comments and for your likes. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you next week, Tuesday, 11:05. Please tune in. Thank you, Stefan, for being amazing. Thank you so much.